have a hot ass.
Yeah, that's hot.
Hot, wet ass. Was that a movie?
Hot, wet ass.
It's hot, wet.
Howie Mandel starring in.
They didn't even get
Hot.
it right.
Wait, so they put Corey's head coming out of the are they owning Corey right now?
Is it Corey?
With his bit?
I think they are. Corey's the poop.
But yeah, Corey Feldman, he was on Howie Mandel Does Stuff, which is apparently Howie Mandel's podcast that he hosts with his daughter.
She went and saw you with
That's what we were
thousands of
talking
other
about.
people. That's what we were talking about in Santa Cruz.
You did? Oh, yeah.
Lost
How was
Boys.
that?
It was amazing.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh my gosh, it was one of the best nights.
Oh, thank you.
So much
thank you.
fun.
You know what? It was a beautiful occasion. It was also a very bittersweet occasion because that
Why?
was the 25th anniversary of the film from the year that it was released. But it was also the 1-year anniversary of the passing of my best friend. And ironically,
Corey.
Oh
yes,
my
Corey.
God, he's already on this?
Yeah. What,
And-
Jim, what do you think he's
Yeah.
going to talk
No,
about,
you're right,
Jim?
you're right,
Jim,
you're
what
right.
on earth is Corey Feldman going to talk about to someone else when given a platform?
New music.
Yeah, either his music or Corey Haim. And in this case, ta-da, both of them roll them right up into one.
Well, and I always have to remind myself that people aren't as well versed in choreography as we are.
No one knows the choreography the way we do.
I used to be that person that just assumed they were best friends because he's always saying it. But then once you learn the lore, you understand they weren't really friends at all. And Corey Haim barely liked this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Well, and you learn Corey's rhythms. People
Yeah.
that don't like live that Corey life, it's all new to them. But we're well versed. We're the guy that's like watching the movie that's like, oh, okay, yeah, and then there's that, and then there's this thing. You're picking
Yeah.
everything apart because you're too inside.
Yeah.
We're so inside on Corey at this point.
We're up his ass.
Yeah, we're-
We live up there
Yeah, we live up there, man.
with all the poppers and all that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's really easy getting in here.
Yeah, fentanyl.
Big old asshole.
And we're actually just a day past well, I guess I shouldn't say that, but we just passed the 14th anniversary of his passing. So that's how long ago that was.
Wow.
13 years ago is when you saw
Corys.
me, to be exact.
Corey's.
Yeah, the Coreys. You guys were like, it was an inseparable team. You know, I got to work kind of with you and not really. I'm in Gremlins.
We were in the same movie.
You poured water on
Did you
my
guys
voice.
never?
I poured cold water on your dreams, Howie.
Do you guys never see each other during the filming? Like all
No.
your stuff
Wait,
was
do it
just...
again. You cut him off. That
I'm
was
sorry.
wait. This
please
is a
talk
brilliant
over
moment.
his
Do it
I've
again,
heard
Howie.
it so many times. Go.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
kind of didn't sound like Gizmo to me.
No. Also, I've
Sounded
never
like Bobby's World, I guess.
I've never seen Corey give a shit about anything before.
Hey, I was going to say he's kind of radiating in this interview so far. He's lit up like a fucking high motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his juice.
Gizmo. But you poured
Say
water.
bright light. Bright light. Oh,
Oh, that's
my
good.
God, that's okay. Did you do the sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did everything but what they're doing right now. I think there's some sort of
The
animated.
CGI thing. Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, but they didn't ask me to
But
do
why,
it.
why wouldn't they ask you?
Did they ask you?
No.
So,
But you're
I'm
the
sure
same
they could
reason.
get the voice
It's not
for
the
cheaper.
secret of Pete. It's the secret of Mogwai. I mean, it's your story, so they should have.
Pete?
You know.
but
I
what
was just
what
thinking,
was-
like, I don't think I
boy,
remembered his
maybe?
character, but yeah, that has to have been his Gremlins
Wait,
character.
Corey Feldman's in Gremlins?
Yeah, he spills the water. That's what they're talking about. He spills water on Gizmo. He causes everything basically.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Joe Dante, who's a wonderful guy. Do you still stay in touch with Joe?
I love Joe. We should call him.
I haven't spoken
Call
to him.
Joe Dante.
He
He
never
won't take
answers
my-
my
yeah.
phone calls,
Yeah.
so you should call him.
What
he
a
won't
great-
take my calls.
It would just be some old man too. It's just Joe Dante, like
Yeah.
an old Dre. He's like, huh?
But yeah, well, Joe Dante hosts. He has a horror podcast or a filmmaking.
He
podcast.
does it with his daughter.
Yeah, with his daughter and his grandkids. Imagine having a famous grandpa.
Joe Dante is you would phone it? You have his number?
I have his number. We just saw each other last week. There was a
No, you
35th anniversary.
Jim, what am I
of
doing?
That,
Yeah.
of the Burbs.
Oh, I love that movie too.
Burbs is
Was
so
that-
good.
Was that Tom Hanks
Tom
too?
Hanks,
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher, Bruce Dern. Great cast.
Is he not directing anymore?
He is. He's more selective. Much more selective.
Very selective. What's the last movie he's done?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Joe. Let's call him.
This is weirdly a different Corey than I've seen in quite a while.
This is not
Yeah.
the Corey that we're used to. Where, well, I guess it's because he's not pitching anything.
Yeah. Maybe he just, because usually this is not the case, but maybe he actually does respect Howie Mandel. Because we watched him, it wasn't even that long ago. We watched him on, what was it, Pauly Shore's podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a
But
dickhead.
he definitely didn't really respect Pauly, or he wasn't impressed, because he probably looks at Pauly Shore as, well, he definitely looks at Pauly Shore as below him.
Yes.
Maybe because Howie Mandel is like older. I don't know. There's something going on.
I just don't
here.
understand how you could respect him because Howie Mandel isn't Corey Feldman.
That's true.
To wear headsets.
He doesn't know I'm going to do this though.
Oh, well, either did I.
Well, there you go. So let me try and
He's pissed.
see if I can.
See if he comes on.
Yeah,
Wow,
If he does
Joe
come on, I'll
Jonte.
plug it in.
Joe.
Oh, you're just texting.
I'm going to text him to
You
give
said
him
you were
an
gonna
advance
call him.
notice so he doesn't feel.
Well, we're not going to
completely
FaceTime.
ambushed.
We're not going to
No,
FaceTime.
no. I just don't want to ambush him. He's
Yeah,
older guy.
because you don't
He's
want
a
to
guy.
pick up the
Corey.
phone in your underpants.
Right. I'm here with Howie.
This is him pretending that he has his number.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think he was like, yeah, I've got his number. And he's like, call him. He's like,
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Okay. And then he's like, why are you not calling him? He's like, well, yeah, I'm texting him.
Oh, no.
and Del
He won't remember me.
doing his show.
Wow.
And we
It's a dial tone
want
for some reason.
to call.
This
Call
is
your
the-
friends and
we-
neighbors. We're now
This is
doing
the
out
opposite
loud
of
texting.
like fun.
Yeah.
What's not fun is like, we should call him.
Yeah, no, texting.
Hey, we want to call
Yeah.
you, dude.
Oh, really?
He only chooses to answer certain texts,
you're
like
right about
films.
that. You're right about
Am
that.
I?
Yes, you are.
I mean, on
He's
one hand,
owning him.
Corey looks livelier than we've ever seen him. On the other hand, this is just straight drivel what they're doing.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
there's nothing.
There's nothing here at all. Should we call him? Should we text him?
This is
you know what?
what-
I'm going to call him. Oh, we're going to call him?
This is what me and Jeff do when you have to like run downstairs to like grab the pizza or something.
Yeah, let's see.
Well,
This
the fact that he's not answering your text, don't
well,
you
I
take
mean,
that as a
not
hint?
immediately. No, I mean, he may be in the bathroom. He may be sleeping. He may be.
You've never
it may
answered a
be
text in the
nap
bathroom?
time. I try not to.
Really?
Well, I don't want my hands to be dirty and get on my phone. That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
right.
You know.
Yeah,
You don't-
Well, I don't. Once I wipe, I don't text.
I mean, I know you care about
Pre-wipe.
germs. I know you
I
care
do,
about
but I have
germs.
and they're not a sponsor. I have a Toto toilet, so it's just it's a power wash.
Oh, isn't that
So my
nice?
hands stay clean.
So you get that nice warm buttocks.
I do. I have a hot ass.
Yeah, that's hot.
Hot wet ass.
hot,
Was
yeah.
that a movie?
Hot wet ass.
Is Hot
Is that-
Wet
Howie Mandel starring in.
They didn't even get
Hot
it right.
Wait, it's so they put Corey's head coming out of the are they owning Corey right now?
Is that Corey?
With his bit?
I think they are. Corey's the poop. Corey's the poop
yeah.
coming out
They're
of the
making
ass.
Corey the shit.
And he just took like a selfie like on his phone real quick. It's like for the graphic.
He's wearing
We
a-
should screen cap this and tweet it at Corey and be like, "Did you see what the fuck Howie did to you? Can you believe this shit?"
That's good. That's actually really good because you know we'd be like, what? Why would he do that?
Wet ass.
There might have been a movie
can
called
only
that,
imagine
but also Hot Wet
Jeremy's-
American Summer was
What?
Hot Wet American
Oh my god,
Summer
this
was-
fucking girl is terrible. I'm furious at her. What is she doing?
That's the PG version of wet hot
That
ass.
wasn't really PG either.
I see that your son is back there too.
That's true. That's true. But
Yeah.
he's fine with
That's his son, the two
Is he? Does he?
Poor
Is
Zen.
your
Wait,
son?
the
how old's your
cowboy
son?
guy
My
is
son is
his
19.
son?
I think it might have been. I think is it this guy?
Oh, I thought it was the cowboy
the
guy.
old cowboy.
Wouldn't
It
it, be
could be.
Wouldn't it be insane if that was his son?
I thought it was.
I think it's this guy.
Wouldn't it be insane if his twin brother was his son?
I could be wrong though. Look at this shit. Look at all the shit they have for the Howie Mandel podcast.
I think
Yeah.
it's crazy that they cut away to a screenshot of the movie Mystery Man.
I'm with gay porn. He's all right.
Is he? Does he? Is
Gay
your son? How old's your son?
My son is 19.
yeah, did he say gay?
He's fine with
I'm a gay porn user.
My daughter. I see that your son is back there
Well,
too.
it's just like like a low hanging fruit joke.
Yeah, I just want to hear what he says.
He's trying to be like, ooh, gay porn.
But
Yeah.
he's fine with gay porn. He's all right.
Is he? Does he? Is your son? How old's your son?
My son is 19.
You guys look like brothers. We should
I
bring him.
appreciate that. Thank
He's
you.
carrying a bucket. What is
Yeah,
he?
it's the
Why is
cowboy
he
guy
carrying a
then.
bucket?
Zen, come on in. Come say hello.
It's a party.
Zen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zen.
no,
I love
there
that
he
name.
is. That
Thank
was
you.
the other
Zen.
kid.
Is he Zen?
He embodies it. He is literally the
I
embodiment
don't think I
of
know.
Zen.
How many kids you have? One.
One.
This
One
is
and
it. Just
only.
one Zen and
I
a
should have
bucket.
thought of that. I should have
Oh
named
my
my kids
God.
Zen so
It's
that they
very-
embody
Zen,
Zen.
Come
You
sit
know, I
beside
named my
your
kid.
father.
Come over here, Zen.
Me too, guys.
Hi, Zen.
Uh-oh, it's going to be his first interview. Now you're in the
Oh,
hot
you've never
seat.
been interviewed?
Never.
Wow. Are you feeling?
my mom.
What?
Well, that doesn't count.
Once by your mom.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
Your mom interviewed you?
Yeah, she had a podcast about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a Corey
One
Feldman
episode,
podcast.
just
Bro.
He looks like
He
Bam
sounds like
Margera.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah. No, she had a couple family members and stuff like that, but yeah.
It's like Mexican.
I don't know if that's a podcast
You
as
do
much
look
as
very
a
zen.
You do
I'm
have a
this
zen
kid,
kind of,
Holmes.
even the way you talk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What is your tattoo?
So I have a couple tattoos.
Explain what they are.
So this is
This one says my dad's gay.
Yeah.
This one says my dad's retarded and
Yeah.
Arabish.
yeah.
I like Star Wars, but I also hate my
I
dad.
think my dad's gay, and I like Star Wars and Sniffy.
Tahuti from ancient Egypt. And yeah, so I have Tahuti on my left arm.
Yeah,
I have
that's a
chakras
backroom
on my
friend
right arm.
tattoo.
And yeah, it's a lot of
These are the Epic Universe coins for each of the land. That's where all the
For
theme
nobody but
yeah, that's where all the theme park heads out there.
And what do you do?
I do a lot of things.
My dad's
I'm
Corey
omniversal.
Feldman.
Yeah, my dad was a child star. I don't have to do anything. And my dad's a current pop superstar.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he has a deal with Universal, folks. That does not mean he's got an
Omniversal.
exclusive, right?
He's omniversal.
I don't know that word.
That means he
Multiversal.
does everything, everywhere, all the time.
Oh.
All
Yeah,
of
It's
it.
all
like
these
a
little
Korean
pop-ups
movie.
Yeah, I
are
was
just
gonna
sick
say.
burns.
Yeah, Howie keeps having pop-ups come that are just burning Corey and his son.
Yes,
Exactly.
You are that Korean movie.
I am
He's Keely
basically
Kwan.
the
He's
embodiment
actually
of
Keely
that
Kwan.
movie.
We
Why do you carry a bucket at your age? That shouldn't be on your list. Why are you carrying a bucket? What's in the bucket?
So this is a bucket for my dad.
Oh, that's nice.
From my dad.
Puking.
He carries my bucket.
For you.
So my dad's shit bucket. He'll only shit in the bucket anywhere we go.
Yeah, he's a weird freak.
My dad's a weird fucking freak goblin man.
One thing about my dad, right, dude, is he'll only shit in a bucket.
He's like, maybe
Rogers.
Do you know my dad, dude? Jane, what don't you know about my dad?
He turns into fucking Crush's Sea Talk or whatever the fuck.
Retard.
For you from my dad.
What is it?
It is a box of Funko Pops that he got popped
Oh
in.
my God, they brought the Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Of course
God.
they did.
How did he find a couple
Yeah.
extras
I mean, yeah, with all the
flying
the
off the shelves?
skyrocketing sales of Funko Pops, how could he even have a few to bring to Howie
Wow.
Mandel? These are worth $600 each.
Collector's
Yeah.
items.
He's locked in for the Funko
Show me them.
team.
This is it's a present.
Show me
It's a
them.
present. You
Show
can
me
have
them.
you can have one or both.
Well, one, please.
The other one's mine.
Yeah, we'll just invoice
you can't have mine now. That's mine. You can only have one of them. The one that's not signed.
There's, two Zen Funko Pops.
You can have one. You can buy.
Yeah, this is a diamond Zen. Yeah, he's like smoking a doobie.
You
This
can
is
have
a Target
one.
exclusive.
You can buy the other one.
Yeah.
You have to buy the other.
What is this? This is the Corey Feldman Funko.
I love
This is amazing. Corey, you got to sign it.
I will, of course.
If you give me
Nice.
$78.
Look at the other one.
The glitter one.
Right next to you.
Oh my
Glitter.
gosh.
This is the glitter version for all the bling.
All the
Wow.
fun.
God, dude.
Wow.
I can't believe he swapped out. I mean, at least for now, it's not like he got rid of the box set, but he just completely like swapped out the box set for the Funko Pops now.
Yeah.
Just another like worthless stack of vinyl for
He
the other
he
one.
bought a second storage unit.
Yeah.
Because the first one was full of lost
Yeah.
box sets.
He's like, oh, the wolves are at Corey's door for these Funko Pops. I got to start flipping these.
I can't wait till the Love Lost Funko Pop comes out. That's the next step.
I can't wait for Howie to ask him to sign it, and he has to do it through gritted teeth because he's not getting any money for it.
Look at that Q producer with pen. That is so well done. Look at
Here,
this.
pass it to your dad.
Why don't you have a Funko?
I don't
Right.
have a Funko.
We can make it happen.
He
We
definitely
can
has
make it happen.
Gremlins does.
Yeah, Gizmo
No,
counts.
Gizmo has a
Gizmo
Funko.
does, which I
Gizmo.
want you.
Of course, like, you
sign
can make
that
it
one for
happen.
me?
All you have to do is give them money, and they'll just make one.
Dude, did you hear? He's asking if Howie will sign a Gizmo Funko Pop for him because you know he's gonna fucking sell it.
Oh,
Flip it,
yeah.
You
flip
know
it.
he's gonna flip that bitch.
Yeah, like at a store around the corner.
Yeah, he's gonna go to a Funko Pop store.
You want
No,
me to?
but
I
then
have
he
one.
doesn't
I'll
have
replace,
one.
I'll replace it.
You'll
No, I will. I'm friends with the owner. I can make it happen. I promise.
Yeah,
He gives
he
him
wants.
a real prop or something.
He's friends with the owner the same way that I'm friends with the guy that owns McDonald's because I ate there earlier today.
No, but it sounds like Howie has like probably a Gizmo Funko Pop on a shelf somewhere, and he wants Howie to give him that, and he'll like, I'll get you one from the
I'll
owner.
get you another one.
Equal. Signed Gizmo, signed Corey Feldman exclusive pop.
Could I get that talking Donald Trump doll? Because we all don't hear enough of that voice. Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm just joking. I'm not gonna.
Just parting. These are parting gifts.
If they can just load the whole
Party
rack.
favors.
If they can load the whole rack, because you got some pretty cool stuff up there. I mean, I must say.
Yeah.
Do you have
I
another?
thought my
does
pop
somebody
was
have-
cool, but you.
No, this is great. This is
farm-
kind of like what this is like it's like a fan meeting. We're getting signatures, we're exchanging
It's
each
an
of our
exchange.
Funkos.
You.
I have
I like they're like
You
every
should do-
podcast needs a shelf, so they just got like garage shelving and threw a fucking
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
a
you're
wire
right.
rack, and
Yeah.
they just threw a bunch of crap on
It was behind a grocery store waiting to get taken away, and,
and
they're
it's
like,
not like it's
"Well."
by them. Maybe it's
Yeah,
on
it's
like
not
the
even-
dance stage or something.
Yeah, it's not even on camera or anything.
The gay porn.
Did you hear that? He didn't miss
everybody-
the cue.
everybody
He didn't
heard
miss the
that.
cue.
I heard that.
was very
I'm only
good.
19.
So
I'm not
clever.
into gay porn.
No,
I'm
nobody
only
said you were
19,
into
I'm not
gay
into
porn.
gay
That was
porn. No, it's
that
okay.
was not the.
Do you have a
He starts
signature?
calling him a homo and shit. My
Yeah.
kid's a homo.
He starts dancing up on his dad. What'd you say about me? It's like one of those Adam 22 fights. Or,
Zen goes on a transphobic rant.
No
other?
mood to that. I just said you were okay with it.
Do you
I
have a
said,
significant other? I'm
I do
sorry.
not. No.
Okay, so that's why you're saying it because you're
because I'm
looking.
gay.
Yeah.
How do you go? Are you dating? Do you date a lot?
When I do date like
A lot.
a lot.
Tens.
I mean,
And then when you don't
look
date,
out
you
for
date
you.
less.
Yeah.
No.
I
he's
date
a
like
very-
women
listen,
and shit.
Howie really is a fucking sarcastic motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's really fucking owning these people at every second.
Yeah,
he
he's
gets.
dunking on him any chance, like any opening is like, pow, pow, pow.
speak on this behalf, but he's a very.
When you talk about dating, you want your dad to tell.
No, he's not a player like that. He's
My
very.
dad has
he's
to come
very,
on all
you
my
know,
dates.
Loyal person. So if he was going to date somebody,
Yeah, we're doing a new reality show.
Yeah.
I think what he's saying is he would be dating them specifically, right?
What?
I mean,
Dude,
Monog-
what if Zen
monogamy
started
is-
hooking up with Corey's ex, Courtney?
Oh yeah.
No, but he already said he's not gay.
Your thing?
Monogamy would be. Yeah.
No, he's not agreeing with you.
Wouldn't monogamy be your thing?
yeah, I mean, one person at a time for sure.
Right.
But how many people in one night would you sue? Like, what's the most in one night?
Dad, maybe that's not okay.
Stop that.
No.
Stop that.
Maybe that's not okay.
Don't you want to know? Hey, listen.
I don't
Corey-
want to
He's
know. I
19.
don't want to know. I'm dad. This is not.
But Dad has a little bit of a history,
Dad does have a history, and I'm very
About
honest
being
with my
gay.
son about my history.
and you don't want him to follow in your footsteps. I'm not talking about the bad stuff. All
My
the good
son knows
stuff.
that I
He was
sucked dick
legendary.
until my lips fell off.
My son knows what happened to my lips.
They're on some man's cock
don't-
somewhere.
Well,
consider-
you're sober now.
Yeah, I went
And-
down the dark road for like 2-3 years, but we all know that was
2-3
because
years.
there were
Two or
other
three
years.
adults that wanted to take
2-3.
advantage of me. Once I got sober,
He's talking about the
I
current
thought-
dark road he's on right now.
I love how he's so confident he could slip that in, but no one's gonna push back on it because it's like, all right, well, apparently he's doing better right now. I don't want to like shit on
It'd
him.
be funny if a fucking image shows up 2 or 3
Yeah.
years,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then
Like,
someone go like, what?
one of his passive aggressive graphics pops up
Yeah.
on the screen.
Yeah.
had a lot
Liar.
of crazy times. Trust me, but they weren't bad. They were good, like you were saying. Fun times.
Are without over because this is not what I was going to talk about today. But have any of those adults that you speak of ended up in jail?
Yes, one's in jail right now. Actually, John Grissom is in prison. Thank God, finally. After my
one
movie
of
came
the
out about a
Predators.
year later, they found him in Mexico where he'd been on the run. And he ended up getting so much pressure, I think because of the film. A lot of people started
No.
recognizing him.
No.
And he got beat.
I think it might have been because of the
Yeah,
commentary.
there's this YouTube commentary it's spreading awareness about this man.
We saw you on the Corey documentary.
Hey.
Jigs up.
We saw
Federale.
you from the rape of 2 Corys.
Jim and them sent us.
I think it's my
Yeah.
connections to the Sinaloa cartel.
And he got brought in, and they said basically if he didn't turn himself in, they were going to either kill him or whatever because he was in Mexico. So he turned himself in.
Yeah,
to
well, you know how
federal-
Mexicans do.
Yeah.
They said he was either going to get turned in like to the authauthorities
Or
like
they're just gonna
regular,
kill
or I
him.
don't know, they're going to smash his head with
It's
a big
like the-
donkey leg.
It's like the fucking purge down there.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever they do in Mexico.
I
you
don't
know?
think they take a donkey jawbone and swipe his head off.
and they took him at the Arizona border on Hollywood
All right,
sets.
let's skip ahead.
With kids. That same kind of drive. It's got to have that thing that makes me dance. It makes me want to move so that it comes
talking about
alive
his
when I
process.
perform it. So those are the ones people know. Those are the ones that stick in people's head. But if you actually ever
No, he's
listen to
going
one of
through
my
his
albums,
discography.
you'd understand that they're very diverse. And I actually have a whole separate
In fact, they're
project.
written by dozens
Yeah.
of different people.
Yeah, I actually have tons of different terrible songs, not just the bad ones you've heard.
You could fit like, I don't know, like maybe 7 compact discs of my bad music. In fact, there's like 7 versions of each of my songs. I only have 5 songs.
You might even get a magazine, some shades, maybe a Hershey's Kiss or a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, have you ever wanted a Tootsie Roll?
That's another band with a couple of the guys from Pink Floyd. John Caron and Scott Page from Pink Floyd are in the band with me. It's
kinda went
it's
Howie
an
being like,
amazing band called Truth Movement. Storm Thurgeson, who did all of Pink
Storm
Floyd's artwork through the
Thurgeson.
years, actually came back and
Thurgeson?
did our artwork, did all of the concept art, which
For
was
what?
amazing. So it's a really great album. We have a couple albums from that band, but one with everybody.
The Truth Movement.
And so that whole thing is like listening to
Have we
like a
listened to them?
modern day classic
Huh?
rock.
I think that's just his band that plays with him, or did at a certain point. I think it's one of his old albums.
Oh, okay.
Band like Pink Floyd meets the Beatles meets Stones, that kind of vibe.
How would you describe this new song, this new sound?
Oh, yes,
This
please.
is
Not
very
new-
different. Here's the thing. I wanted something to fit this tour because this tour is with Limp Bizkit. So Limp Bizkit is the headliner. Fred Durst was kind enough to ask us to come along. So I'm very honored and flattered that he thought of me. It's beautiful. He's a great guy. We did a song together. We actually did a song together on my last album, Angelic to the Core.
Yep.
My
There he
new
is.
album's called Love Left Too, but
That's
Angelic
just
to the
one of
Core, which was the album
Howie's
before this,
fake
Fred and I did a
joke
great
pictures.
song together.
Because it looks fucking retarded.
Yeah.
and no one believes that's the cover. They think it's one of
They
Howie's
just think,
classic,
it's
classic
another way
burns.
that they're burning him.
Who's making
He's
these
amazing.
memes?
So years
And you
later-
said you're doing a,
It's him
a
coming
video.
out of an ass.
yeah, he's going to
being
direct
pulled
the
out by two
video.
angels.
Hopefully, he'll be in it as well. And then on the tour, it's not just him and I, but it's Bones, it's Nate No Face, Riff Raff, who's emceeing. So what he wants is like kind of like
You know,
a,
Riff Raff's just like
almost like a
mocking
Spinal
Corey, like,
Tap
look at this
variety
fucking stupid ass.
Stupid ass retard
Coming up
bitch.
next, look at this dumb ass, fucking stupid ass.
Michael Jackson ass.
show where you never know
Let's
what's
call
going to
Riff
happen.
Raff.
You don't know what's real,
Let's call
what's
him.
not.
He'd
it's
pick up.
just
He picked
madness,
up what we were
craziness.
calling.
Like every night is going to be. Remember how
Let's
there
call Max Albert. Let's call Riff Raff's manager.
were happenings in the 70s? Yes. So he wants to create like a happening every night of this tour. So you never know what's real and what's not.
what
You
is the
never know
name of
what's
the
gonna
tour?
Happen. It's called Loserville.
Loserville.
Well, or as I like to call it, Low Serve Ill.
Low Serville. Loserville. We will have.
Because you know it fucking hurts every. I
Yeah.
feel like Howie
Yeah.
purposely asked him because he wanted him to say it. By
say
the
it.
way,
What's it called? I'm a fucking
say it.
loser.
So you're all a bunch of fucking losers, huh?
lose Irv Isle. What did he say?
Lou serve ill.
Yeah.
To call it Low Serve Ill.
Low serve ill. Because I'm not a loser. You know that, Howie.
Sorry, I started
sir.
coming. I was thinking about my dad.
Yeah, the gay porn, right?
Yeah, I was
Zen?
thinking about-
watches.
I was thinking about my husband.
Not me.
Loserville.
I was
we will
raped.
have,
Zen watches
in
gay
this,
porn.
Jeremy, you'll put in. There'll be a click so that they can buy. Are tickets
link.
available?
Oh, yeah,
A link
click.
to it?
Yes, well, so obviously to get regular tickets, you can go through Ticketmaster.
But you gotta get the
or whatever
VIP.
Yeah, you can get
venue
bullshit
you go to in
tickets
your
from
local
me.
area. But if you want to meet
Go to
me,
CoreyFeldman.net.
you want to come backstage
I know
and say
that
hi
was
to me
not
in the
affiliated
band,
too.
I
He's
get
just
No.
at a bar.
Hey, it's
It's so
$500 and you'll get 6 Funko Pops and you'll get to meet me.
It's
Blazes over the tour dates, and he's like,
Yeah,
"But
it's so great that the tickets are completely separate and they're only sold through him. And he has to go into an alley somewhere.
Yeah.
to
yeah,
meet
you
him.
go to a B-dubs and hang out with Corey Feldman."
pictures and sign autographs and all that fun stuff. You can do that exclusively at CoreyFeldman.net. We're selling the tickets for the VIP meet and greets, and it's available right now. So you can just go to your website and go to CoreyFeldman.net, and there you have it.
Corey, are you
your
acting at all?
I'm acting like I care. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
No,
Howie
yes,
didn't
I
He
even
was
pretend to
annoyed.
laugh.
Well, because that was an annoyed joke. That was like, why the fuck are you asking me this question?
Yeah.
I'm going on tour, I just said.
actually. I kind of
birthday.
went on soft retirement for the last few years, so I could
Like
really,
Joe
really
Dante
focus.
passed.
Yeah, being more selective.
Yeah,
so, you know, but
selective.
I kind of wanted to put that on the back burner so I could really focus. Because, you know, growing up, every record label I would ever meet with, which always slammed the door on my face.
I was about to say
but
that.
they would always say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're an actor.
They're
We
like,
can't
"Get
take
the
you
fuck outta
seriously
here."
because you're never going to dedicate the time that we need for you to make this your number one priority."
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't want to sign him. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, you're not going to vote. You're such a great, prolific actor. You're not going to have time for music.
You're
Nah.
right there, kid, but you gotta choose.
Yeah, sorry, kid.
It's the Rocky.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Big wig, Hollywood actor, musical talent, entrepreneur. You got to choose
Are you
between
gonna
one of
be
them.
famous hot guy or musical retard?
Sorry, kid. Come find me in 30 years. I think you'll be ready then.
And I would always say, "Yes, I will," and they didn't believe me, so they would just always slam the
They
door.
didn't
in my
believe me
face.
because I'm a notorious
And I
liar.
thought about that, and I was like, you know what?
He's like, please, well,
I've
suck your
got to
dick,
prove to
man.
myself that I'm willing
please.
to take that time and dedicate it to
Sorry,
being
I'm
the best
coming.
that
I
can
start
be.
thinking about sucking
Because why
that
do it if
dick?
you can't be the best at your craft? So I obviously work very, very, very hard to improve all the time, to make myself better, to grow. And so I spent the last 3-4 years doing nothing but music, with, you know, an occasional cameo here or there sort of thing, just to keep people happy. But really, it's
Yeah,
been
to
about
keep
the
people
music, the
happy,
touring.
a.k.a. Corey Feldman.
And you know, the 3 or 4 years of him doing nothing but music consisted of him re-releasing all his old music
Yeah.
and having like a sprinkle of maybe a new song
Two
and
bad
then
songs?
one of them was just a redo of an old song, I remember.
Well, there's Comeback
Although
King.
Comeback King is new.
And then this.
And then this. Yeah. Did he have any other songs that weren't just redos?
Everything else was a redo or him trying to sell Love Lost for the 5th time.
Writing. I mean, we've put out, the last album I put out was actually a box set.
Yes.
And so there were 4 CDs
Our
and
favorite.
2 DVDs. We made a whole
Yeah.
documentary.
If you're playing Corey Bingo,
we went into the
you brought up
archives
the
and pulled
box
all this
set.
great footage from the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s of me performing. So we've put together this great collection. We've put together demos and unreleased material that have never come out before, stuff from all the way back in the 80s, movie soundtracks that have never been released for people to buy the music.
Filler crap.
And then a brand new album with
Hershey
like 18 new
Kisses,
songs on
packs
it.
of
So
sixlets,
it's been very, very
sunglasses
busy.
we
We've got a
bought
lot of
in
work
bulk
done,
from
and it's
fucking
beautiful. The packaging
all
is
sorts of
beautiful. It's all
websites.
beautiful.
And now a new thing. This
Love
whole-
Left 2.1, the box set.
Ooh, we got it. Oh, it's
Yeah,
now one
yeah.
new thing, huh?
Yeah, he's not gonna let you fucking interrupt his promo either for the box.
Do
set.
we love
22, I
Howie?
see it on your
Yeah, we love
uh,
Howie.
necklace.
and your necklace, your jacket,
Can't
and
see
you are
shit.
your son is 3 years away from that.
That's right. Imagine what festivities we'll have the day he turns 22. Oh my
I
God.
didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
fuck
think about
you.
it.
Damn, yeah, he's
Tell me
really
something
sizing
about
him up.
that.
Really eye fucking him for a
22
second.
is my
A lot
lucky
of pillow
number.
talk right
But I was
now.
also
Why?
thinking about maybe changing my name to just 22.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Please do that.
Maybe.
Dude,
You're gonna go the
Well,
Prince
Howie's
route.
the best. He's like,
Yeah.
are you serious?
Yeah, you what?
I can't tell because you're Corey Feldman.
Prince called
Why not?
himself the symbol or the
Yeah.
artist
Why
or
not?
whatever. Yeah, why not? Exactly.
Why not? Tell me something about your father we don't know.
He's
Ooh,
gay.
good question.
Oh yeah, no shame.
Thank you very
This
much.
is fucking loser.
He fucking
Shit, you already know that.
starts being
I'd say
like a fucking loser.
patience.
He has patience.
Because
Don't you think I have a lot of patience waiting for that answer?
Dude, Howie rocks.
Howie's the best.
Shitting all over him.
Yeah, he doesn't give anyone a fucking inch.
It's Jim and